Ferns are green flowerless plants with divided leaves that tend to grow in damp, shady areas. The developing leaves of most ferns uncoil from a corry. Ferns are an ancient group of plants. From the fossil record, scientists consider that land plants emerged from the water around 475 million years ago. By about 400 million years ago, vascular plants had separated from non-vascular plants, and soon after this, ferns separated off. By about 350 million years ago, some of the major families of ferns are seen in the fossil record. This makes ferns older than most land animals. Some invertebrate animals were on land by this time, and far older than dinosaurs. Ferns come in a variety of shapes and sizes, from the very small, like the kidney fern, to the 20 meters tall tree fern. Most ferns share the same basic structure.
Unlike flowering plants, ferns don't have flowers or seeds. Instead, they possess a unique structure perfectly suited for their ancient lineage. Let's examine these fascinating plants more closely. At the heart of a fern is its rhizome, a stem that grows horizontally, often underground. Think of it as the fern's lifeline, anchoring it to the soil and absorbing water and nutrients. From the rhizome sprout the fronds, the leafy structures we typically associate with ferns. Each frond is composed of a stalk called a stipe and a leafy blade divided into smaller leaflets. These fronds capture sunlight for photosynthesis, the process by which plants make food. Finally, ferns possess roots, crucial for absorbing water and minerals from the soil. These roots, often hidden beneath the soil's surface, play a vital role in the fern's survival. Ferns possess a secret, a unique method of reproduction unlike that of flowering plants. Instead of seeds, ferns rely on tiny dust-like particles called spores. These spores hold the key to the fern's next generation. Look closely at the underside of a fern frond. You might see small brown clusters called sori. These sori contain thousands of microscopic spores, each capable of developing into a new fern. When the spores mature, they are released into the air. If a spore lands in a suitable environment, it germinates, forming a small, heart-shaped structure called a gametophyte. The fern's life cycle is a fascinating story of two distinct generations, the sporophyte and the gametophyte. The fern we typically recognize is the sporophyte, the dominant generation in its life cycle. The sporophyte produces spores, as we've learned. These spores, upon germination, develop into the gametophyte, a small, inconspicuous plant often overlooked. The gametophyte produces male and female reproductive cells, sperm and eggs. For fertilization to occur, the sperm must swim through a film of water to reach the egg. Once fertilized, the egg develops into a new sporophyte, completing the cycle. This alternation of generations is a hallmark of fern reproduction. Section 5. Fern fortresses. The advantages of spore reproduction. Spore reproduction, despite its seeming simplicity, offers ferns several advantages. Let's explore how this ancient strategy helps ferns thrive in diverse environments. Firstly, ferns can reproduce asexually. This means they can produce new ferns from spores without the need for fertilization. This is particularly useful in harsh environments where finding a mate might be difficult. Secondly, spores are incredibly resilient. They can survive harsh conditions, including drought and extreme temperatures, for extended periods. This allows ferns to colonize new areas and survive environmental disturbances. Finally, ferns don't rely on pollinators like insects or birds for reproduction. This independence gives them a distinct advantage, especially in ecosystems where pollinators might be scarce. Section 6. Vulnerability of the ferns, a delicate balance. While spore reproduction offers advantages, it also presents challenges. Ferns face vulnerability due to their reliance on water and limited genetic diversity. The need for water for fertilization is perhaps their most significant limitation. Without a film of water, the sperm cannot reach the egg, preventing fertilization. This restricts ferns to moist environments for successful reproduction. Furthermore, asexual reproduction, while advantageous in some situations, can lead to limited genetic diversity. This lack of diversity can make ferns vulnerable to diseases and environmental changes. Despite these challenges, ferns have survived for millions of years. Their resilience and adaptability are a testament to the effectiveness of their ancient reproductive strategy. Section 7. Ferns in the tapestry of life. Ferns play a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of many ecosystems. They provide food and shelter for a variety of creatures, from insects to mammals. In forests, ferns create a lush understory, preventing soil erosion and providing habitat for amphibians and reptiles. Their decaying fronds enrich the soil, contributing to the overall health of the ecosystem. Moreover, ferns are an essential food source for some animals. Herbivores like deer and rabbits graze on fern fronds, while insects depend on their spores and sap for sustenance. Section 8. A lasting legacy. Ferns in the modern world. From prehistoric giants to the delicate ferns gracing our gardens, these plants continue to captivate and inspire. Their ancient lineage and unique biology offer a glimpse into the fascinating world of plant evolution. Today, ferns hold a special place in our world. They grace our homes, gardens and forests, adding a touch of prehistoric beauty to our modern lives. Their resilience and adaptability serve as a reminder of the power of nature's ingenuity. As we continue to learn more about these fascinating plants, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of life on Earth and the enduring legacy of ferns throughout history.